in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy everybody. Welcome once again to HT's EDC. Coming at you this Tuesday morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Got my little partner in crime here this morning, Miss Maddie, She's probably gonna, make a cameo about 237 times during my video, so am I boring you already? There you go. But I figured I would let her say hello and get her piece out this morning before she has to cut in. But we are loving her. And Sean, for you, buddy, haven't done it in a while, but right here at my feet, Miss Abby is on her post. No, I haven't gave her a cameo in a while, but I'm gonna set them down. Say goodbye to everybody. You gonna say goodbye to the good people? All right. Anyway, I figured she'd make herself known throughout the video anyway, so go ahead and give her a cameo. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody is well. And we are going to do an open tag by Brother Tom over at Knife Delights. It's going to be my 2 for Tuesday. And we're going to get right into it in just a minute. We are going to do first my What You Toting today. Always, 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 and yes, always. Holy Lamb Pocket Cross, never leave home without it. And today, kind of going with the theme that I'm going to get into here in just a minute, we're carrying a Lil'luns. And today we are going with the A-Locks, and this is the electrician's knife. Has this cool, get this big boy out of the way. Look at that cool little sheep's foot blade that has the wire stripper right here. Of course, got some of your other tools on here. Little wire stripper right here. Big flathead screwdriver, bottle opener, and of course you got your big long spear point blade on this one. But in spirit of today's video, this is what I'm going to tote today. And of course, Yukon says hello and good morning. He is on the case. And we are going to pop right off Jump Street some of the Lord's nectar. Needs no introduction. Enough said. Anyway, let it not be said that I do not listen to my viewers. I like to consider this the people's channel, and the people have spoke. And in people today, I am talking about my good buddy, friend of the channel, Brother Dan Edwards. Shout out to you, Brother Dan. I love him to death, even though he's a Georgia Tech fan, and they've beat us about the last 2 times they've played us. I digress. I love him anyway. All kidding aside, great man. We have done a little horse trading, and above and beyond all that, we text. He follows us. He follows the channel, and just an awesome man in the community. And this one is for you, Dan. He kind of called me a little bit on the biggins. Folks, unapologetically, this is a biggin channel, from the host all the way down to what I love to carry the most. That almost rhymed. But Brother Dan has informed me, HT, it would be okay to show some smaller knives. I know you got some. It would be okay to show some Lil'luns, if that's a thing. every now and again, from your lips to God's ears, Brother Dan, I'm going to do a 2 for Tuesday today. My tote today is a Lil'lun, and by definition, and I know this is probably not going to fit everybody's definition, but consider the source for Mr. Biggin, HT's Biggins, loving them Biggins. For this channel, the definition of a Lil'lun is going to be anything 4 inches or south. And honestly, I don't have a lot of those knives. It probably as many as you think I do, Dan. Most of those I have gifted to Mrs. T. And she has a nice budding collection full of my Lil'luns or mistakes I've got. And when I didn't read product descriptions and got in a small knife by mistake, or gifts through the community, a lot of those get gifted on to Mrs. T, who loves the Lil'luns. But I have a few. Everybody knows the Canoe Crew. My favorite Lil'lun, little big knife as I like to call it, is the Canoe. But y'all have seen my canoes to nauseam. So I got 2 for you today. I'm going to do a 2 for Tuesday. I've heard you, Dan, and here we go. First one I want to show you is this guy right here. Check this out. This is a Pal Cutlery, and these are bone handles, and this is a little easy open jack. If you can see the nice cutout here, I mean, you can't miss it. A very, very pronounced cutout here for easy opening. A beautiful, go figure, canoe-like spear point as the main blade. And you got a little, as HT likes to call it, a little broomstick pin, real thin, real narrow little pin blade as a secondary. But check out those bone covers. Still has the bail. It's nice and tight. And this one was a gift to me from my my good friend, my buddy up there just above me in the state of Missouri, Brother Jason, Ozark boy. Shout out to you. Matter of fact, praying for you, Jason, this morning. He let me know he's got a little procedure he's going in for this morning. Prayers for Jason throughout the community for that procedure. If it goes well, I think they're on a plan. Don't want to tell too much of your business, Jason, but it's kind of an exploratory little procedure. And if this goes well, you know, there's going to be more procedures to potentially help him out. And buddy, I'm praying for you. I know all too well about pain, not comparing ours by any stretch, but I know all about pain, and anything that can relieve some of that is a good thing. So prayers for Jason this morning. But anyway, my buddy Jason, he was the one that gifted this to me, and this thing, we'll close this little pin blade real quick. And Dan Edwards style, see if I can nail this tang stamp. What do we got going on here? Pal Blade Co. Maybe this way will be the best. Pal Blade Co. made in the good old US of A. So there we go, Brother Dan. What do you think about this one? And we will get the old HT Red tape measure. And we will do a measurement. And this guy is it is shy of 3.5. It is about 3 1/4. 3.25. So definitely one of my smallest knives in my collection. But I actually, believe it or not, I like this so much, I will carry this on occasion. I love it. Love the spear point. Love the bone, and more so than that, love the thought and sentiment, the gift from Jason that's behind this. So anyway, and if I hadn't mentioned, this is very, very vintage. Matter of fact, I think I had Brother Dan Dan, I'm just talking about you. You're going to be the star of the show this morning. I think I had him look up this tang stamp, and this was like, and I'm sure I'll butcher it, 35 to 43 on this tang stamp. So very, 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 very vintage. Love it. And still, check this out. Look at that. Look at that wall, folks. Half stops. Still has a pretty darn good, not going to quite give it gator snap, but for, you know, I'm terrible at math, but let's just say 35, I'm a 74, add 40 more years to, you know, almost a 80, 90 year old knife. Somewhere in there, you know, 35 to 43. It's real old. That is amazing snap, and nothing to be ashamed of. But, and check out that jigging, folks. Is that just not gorgeous? That color? They sure knew how to do bone back in the day. There's a lot of companies that could take some notes from that right there. That is finer than wine. Anyway, that is numero uno for you today. And the second one, kind of also a gift. This was a gift from another content creator. And this is an 87. This is an 87 Stockman. And this little guy is very unique. And most of you Stockman fans will see what I'm talking about already. Number one, it's very small. We'll get a measurement on it here in a minute. But check out this orientation of blades. And actually the blades in general. We have a nice standard clip point. So far, status quo on a Stockman. But what's usually right here as the secondary blade on this side? Usually, that is where you see your sheep's foot. Not on this guy. Over here, right beside the main blade, they go with the spay, which is usually right here. So what is gone from this one? In the place, we have no sheep's foot. 1, 2, 3, no sheep's foot. We have a spay right here where a sheep's foot would have been. And over here where the spay should be, we have a little pin blade. So something very unique to the 87 pattern. Little Stockman has the nice, check that out, that's a pretty cool shield, diamond shield with case in the middle. And I forget exactly what they call this bone color. Kind of like, looks like a little light honey. I know that's not what it's called, but just a real good looking jig bone. Show you that pile side. That's very, very even. Look at that. Light, dark right in the middle, light. Same thing over here. That is very, they match that very nicely on this one. And as you can see, we kind of have a little serpentine chassis going on there. But a very, very cool knife. Nice billboarding on here. You know what I feel about that. And they call this a limited edition, 1 of 3,000. Yeah. My personal opinion, that's not very limited, but everybody's criteria is different. Case says this is a limited edition. They only ran 3,000, so okay. I guess in comparison to maybe they run 10, 20,000 on a regular run, so I'm sure 3,000 is kind of limited. But they definitely let you know about it right here. Show you the limited edition and the Roman numerals there and 1 of 3,000. And we will show you those tang stamps, or Mr. Dan will skin me good. There it is. And as far as the pattern number, we can do that right. USA 87 pattern and super sport steel. So yeah, pretty cool one. What do you guys think? Get that all oriented back. I think it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little knife. Matter of fact, this would be a stellar one to pass to Mrs. T. So, not really sure why I haven't. She would probably absolutely love and carry the fire out of this one. So, this may be soon to be a gift for Mama T. But what do you guys think about it? What do you think about that, Mr. Dan? I do listen. I do listen from time to time. My wife tells me I'm very thick-headed, stubborn, all the above. But on occasion, I do listen. So, there we go, folks. This is my, get them both out here in all their glory. Give me just a second. Just a second, bear with me. There we go. These are my 2 for Tuesday. Pal Cutlery, Easy Open Jack, 87 pattern, Small Stockman, limited edition. Yes, sir. You guys cannot say you have not seen some Lil'luns on HT's channel. Even gonna tote one today. So, and Brother Dan, rest assured, I will start filtering some of those in. Matter of fact, I was so happy and excited. Brief cameo. We will have a full video on that at a later date, but I just got that in last night. I had to do something, so I just put a short out about it. I'm over the moon about that particular knife, but I pumped the brakes, listened to the people, and listened to you, Mr. Dan, most notably. And we did our video this morning on some little guys, and we will do some more in the future. Had another viewer that was talking about, HT, why don't you ever show a modern now and then? You know, Modern Monday again. Well, I'm not going to paint myself in the corner and say I'm done with Modern Mondays, but we will mix. We will find some creative ways, whether it's in my daily tote or maybe even a Modern Monday every now and again. I still have some love for the moderns. Not really too much into carrying them at the moment. I get a wild hair. Every now and again. Since I've got that, if you guys remember that automatic stag trapper I just got from Cobra Tech, that has kind of been my modern of choice lately, because I get it's a trapper pattern, it's on a trapper chassis, it's got stag, but you know, it's got a pocket clip and it's an automatic, so it kind of lets me, you agree? Enough. You agree, Maddie? But anyway, that kind of lets me get my fix of a modern, and I still got me some stag and trapper traditionality. Just made that up. That's not a word. Traditionality in my carry. So we will try to mix it up. Brother Dan, Brother Mike, he knows who I'm talking about. We will get some other stuff on here and mix it up. But HT is doing Lil'luns. Mark it down. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. And honestly, all kidding aside, keep sending in those show ideas. I do listen. I do read every one of them. Try to respond to every one of them. But yeah, I love it. Love the feedback. Love the comments. Can't take care of all of them every single time. But I try. I will try. If you send in a show request or a knife request you want to see, if it's in my power, I might not get to you the next day or maybe even the next week, but I promise you it is duly noted. So we're going to get off here. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm HT. That was Miss Maddie, Miss Abby, and we are out.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into It's a sight to see. HTZDC.